In this video, we're taking a detailed look at the Lane Commuter backpack by Timbuk2. Check out packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options. We'll leave a link in the description below. So kicking off here with the Lane Commuter, let's start with the harness system. And overall, these straps feel pretty good in the hand. They are somewhat dense. There's not a ton of density going on, but for a bag of this size, you don't necessarily need it. And some bags like this have like a cardboard feel. This has sponginess to it as well. So there is some padding there. Obviously you have these edges on the straps here, and you have this mesh for airflow. So that really will help out with some airflow, things of that nature. And then there's some reflective material here on the front backed by mesh. So if I catch that in the light, you know, if you're commuting, you're biking, it's very clear to just show, you know, you're on your bike or something like that. People will be able to see you easier. So up here, we have this kind of elasticy type material towards the top, Timbuk2 logo right above. So if you want to hang anything there, you can definitely do that. And then we have this sternum strap. We haven't had a ton of luck with sternum strap of this style. The way this is fastened in the past with other bags we've tested has fallen off. So we have had this hardware before. We don't necessarily love it. So, you know, either take off this sternum strap or use it often and you likely won't lose it. Nice magnetic fidlock there, so that comes together. Once you get used to these, they're pretty nice. You know, they're not the buckle, but they're magnetic. And then you have the tightener here, and then you have a bit of a elastic loop here to kind of keep that in place a little bit more. Now going down at the bottom here, we still have these bands on here. And just pull those off. We still have that elastic down here to help manage that excess strap. I like how thin this material is here, so, you know, in width, so kind of matches the size of the bag and doesn't really get in the way too much. Some decent adjusting hardware here. Nothing too special going on here, but that's totally fine. It totally works. And if we look at the back panel here, there is a ton of padding on the back. So let me just flip this around. Nice air channel in the middle. We have this kind of mesh area here for, you know, breathability. And this is very thick in padding, and that's very comfortable, very spongy. We love the way that feels. And you got this nice air channel in the middle here to help prevent back sweat. So that's the harness system. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good for a bag of this size. Haven't done a ton of testing yet. This is kind of the quick look overview. We'll definitely be reviewing more Timbuk2 bags over on the website. The top here, there's a handle. I kind of like how this is slanted in the back. So it's a very clean look. You can't really see it on the top here unless it's really being used. So it keeps that clean look here as well. Side water bottle pockets, you got a bit of stretch, which is nice. Not a ton. You're not going to fit your Nalgene in here, but other water bottle pockets will certainly fit on the inside. Got this little bit of gusseted fabric here to allow this to stretch out. And that's on both sides. These little eyelets here at the bottom are actually drain holes, so if water gets into these pockets, it'll just easily drain out. And that's the story with that. You have these loops here, so maybe if you want some exterior lash straps or things of that nature, you can add something there if you'd like, just kind of aftermarket. Front pocket here, we have this reflective material at the top, so similar to we had in the strap. People are really going to be able to see you if you're walking around or biking or running at night. Pretty nice little quick access pocket here. If you want to just keep things that are in your pockets on the inside or just anything you want to be able to grab quickly, that comes undone. Now this magnetic part, I really dig the way this feels. Easily fastens, it flips in and out. On the inside here we have this metal key clip. We've seen the same key clip in previous Timbuk2 products. We like this. A lot of companies will kind of cheap out with the key clip hardware and just make plastic hardware. We like that feels good there. And then just this pouch here, you can see this ripstop-like material on the interior. Just anything you want to put inside here will work, but just note it's not completely closed off with a zipper. So it is magnetic. So if you have anything, you know, jostling around in there and, you know, it could fall out. The top here, we have a similar pocket. This is very soft to the touch material. So if you have your sunglasses or your phone, you want to stick something in there, that'll totally work. I like these zipper pulls as well. They feel nice in the hand. They're grippy. You know, they got Timbuk2 on them, so there's no question of what kind of bag that you actually are using. But Generally like what's going on here. Now we open up the construction here on the side. Kind of like, the construction's kind of like diagonal, so you can see how it pulls around. It's a half zip. So that'll just give you access on the inside. You know, not a ton of organization here. Maybe there could have been a pocket up here to add a little bit more, or just something, some mesh pocket. A lot of bags will do that often. And then that angle, you can see why it does that is so you can fit your laptop in here easier. So this you just flip up, pull your laptop out, versus, you know, if it went up this far, you'd have to fold it way down and kind of pull your laptop out and it'd be hitting this fabric at the top. So you can see why they did that. You know, very simple interior of the bag. You know, not a ton going on there. So that's okay. If that's your style, I mean, that's totally fine. Not any internal organization. Now, the other thing that makes this an interesting bag is that there is a material down here at the bottom that will cover the bag. So we pull that off. I didn't really like how that happened. You see that Velcro kind of got stuck on that plastic there. But I guess you're not going to be, hopefully, deploying this often. When you pull this out, it's actually a rain cover for the bag. So down here, you can see that kind of ripstop material. That feels really nice to the touch. It feels a little more rubbery. And then this is what kind of holds that in place. I don't even know if this is needed. I think you can kind of just stuff it in there. Let's close that up for now. Now I'll just unfold this so we can see. Oh yeah, the little Molly webbing here, PALS webbing, sorry, reminds me that there is also some PALS webbing below this reflector strap here. So if you have a bike light, you know, that you want to kind of finagle in there, or you've got like a carabiner, you want to hang something off, you can totally do that. And it looks like there's a similar functionality once you get this rain cover on. So the rain cover itself, you can kind of see there is some silver reflecting material too, similar to what we see here, so you don't lose that functionality. It doesn't look like it's quite as reflective, but it is there if you're biking around or whatever. And this just goes over the top. You can't really access the bag super well when this is over the top, but if I just throw it on there real quick, see how that would start to look. And there you go, a bunch of additional weather resistance for the bag built directly into the pack. So I like the thinking there. You know, you can still wear it. It should help as you continue to load it out. So there you have it. That was our quick look at the Lane Commuter backpack. More links or more information over at packhacker.com. We'll leave a link in the description below, including the best buying options from the page over on our website. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.